Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 of Watch It Wednesday, Finish It Friday. So today we're just going to use the second type of card base that I usually use, which is the top fold. So that's going to be 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I'm going to get a second base out here, which is the same, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And the reason I'm doing that, let me give this a good burnish, because I'm going to show you two different setups. So depending on which one you would like to do, I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia on both of these, and that's going to be your normal base, your normal first layer, which is the 4 by 5 1/4. So let's go ahead, 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is always a good sentiment strip. All right. So far we have two items. We have your base, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then your one down layer, which is 4 by 5 1/4. You're also going to have a white base, but we're going to get to that in a second, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is, let's put these bases aside. We're going to work on these. What we're going to do is we're going to do some markings, and I'm going to show you one way to do it with a certain amount of markings, and then another. It's going to be how you feel best doing it. So the first one, I'm going to put this 1/4 inch above that line. This is the centering line. This is 1/4 of an inch. And then I'm going to take a ruler, and I'm going to lay that on that line, and this is going to be marking at 1, keep your ruler straight, 1, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2. So you're making 4 marks. Then we're going to turn it on its side. Again, here's that centering line, so we're going 1/4 up. We're going to turn our ruler this way, unless you really like math and you can subtract from the other side. And again, we're going to mark at 1, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2. Oh, I did it the wrong way down. Did you see that? Hang on. You want to put this with you want to go 1/4 in, so you want to put your ruler along that line. Let's make sure we're still even against that 4th line. And then we're going to put this along that again. That would have been funny to cut it like that. So again, a mark at 1, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2. So on this one, you're making 4 marks, and you're just going in that 4th. This one, we're going to go in 2 squares. So that means we're going to do a 1/2 inch border. And again, we're going to mark. This time though, we're going to make 5 marks. So we're going to go 1 inch, 1 1/2, 2 inch, 2 1/2, 3 inch. And again, we're going to go up here. We're going to go to that 4th mark. 1/2 mark. So we're going to go up 2 squares. We're going to lay this along that line. That means we're making a border of a 1/2 inch. And again, we're going to go 1, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2, and 3. All right, so now we have those 5 marks. Now if you want to, you can go ahead and draw light lines here. To connect those dots, because that's going to be your cut marks. I like using my Stampin' trimmer, paper trimmer. You can use an X-Acto knife. Some people prefer the X-Acto knife. And I'll show you both ways. Even though we don't carry X-Acto knives anymore, I'm going to show you a product I have that I love. This one I'm going to leave this way, because now we're going to make those cut marks. So on the one that I have the line on, let me get in here. Let me grab that out. Let me grab out a self-healing mat. So if you don't have a trimmer, or you don't like having to do cuts like that, I think this is fabulous. It's a little finger one. I love it. So you're just going to go here, and you're going to cut on that line. I don't usually do it this way just because I think it's more time consuming. But there you have that. You can go back and erase your pencil lines if you want. Or you can flip the card over and use that as a bottom slits. Okay, so that's using an X-Acto knife. And that's with your 1/4 inch base. Let me go ahead. I'm going to erase those pencil lines. Just be careful that you're going along those lines. You don't want to go up and down and possibly rip. Alright, so there's that one. Alright, I prefer to use my Stampin' Up! Trimmer. And what I do is I line those 2 dots in the channel. Don't put this all the way down yet. If you put this all the way down, your blade is going to make contact with your paper. If you leave it up like this, it's not. So I'm going to line that up right with that dot. Then I'm going to push it down. And I'm going to trim all the way from those 2 lines. Let's go ahead. Again, get those lines lined up in your channel, but don't push that blade down, that bar down yet. Alright, so there's my one. Let's go again. Get those lined up in that channel. I haven't pushed it down yet. Now that I'm at that first dot, I'm going to push it down. Get those dots in there again. Push down. And go all the way to that next dot. And last one. Okay, so there you have that. And if you want to erase those pencil marks again, you can. If you don't want to erase them, that's fine too, because more than likely they'll get covered up. All right, so here we have this one that has 1, 2, 3, 4 strips cut out. And this one that has, oh my goodness. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My TV came on all of a sudden. All right, and then this one has 1, 2, 3 strips in it. So we're almost done. But we have 2 different measurements for your basic white. So if you've gone in that 1/2 inch, let me show you. If you've gone in that 1/2 inch, so here's where the lines cut. So see how that's a bigger frame. So if you have to do the 1/2 inch, your white is going to be 4 1/4 by 3. So if you're using a full sheet of cardstock, I like doing the 4 1/4 cut first, just because then I have this left if I want to use it as a card base. So if it's the 1/2 inch, you're going to go 4 1/4 by 3. And that's going to go there. If you're doing the 1/4 of an inch, which is, let me go ahead and put that up there, cover up those lines, leaves that little border. So if you're going to do the 1/4 inch down, you're going to do 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So see how that covers up all those cut lines and leaves that border. Here, we are going to cover up all those cut lines and see how that leaves a bigger border. All right, guys, that's it for Watch It Wednesday. You're going to go ahead and we're going to finish this off. I'm going to use Penguin Place. I'm going to use the Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And I may or may not use the washi tape in the fun Halloween colors, but I think this could also be good, this, for what we're doing here. So go ahead, get your 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Get your layer 4 by 5 1/4 with your slit lines, however many you want, and you can go all the way, you can go even further if you want. You could get another 1, maybe 2 in, but we're just going to go with that. And then your base, either in your basic white, your very vanilla, or some other neutral color. Okay, guys, can't wait to see you on Friday to finish this up. Have a good one.